Good morning everybody and welcome to the first part of 4 coming up over the next week or so here on Theme Park Voyage. Today I'm at Six Flags over Georgia, super excited to be here. There's 12 coasters to get on today, which is going to be absolutely awesome. Park hours are 11 until 8, so I've got loads of time to get on it. I haven't had a look at the queue time previously, it doesn't look too busy here either, which is always good. I got down here a bit early, thought I'd take some photos, sort of walk around, really take in the atmosphere. So I got down here about 10:30. As I was walking in, some of the rides were open. So I've already had to go on Twisted Cyclone, and it's only just gone 11 o'clock, it's 11:05 now. So my plan is, well, the first plan was to go and do the new Georgia Gold Rush, I think it's called. It's meant to be Georgia Surf, but it's not called that anymore, which is the Intamin surf coaster here. So I'm going to head and do that next. But yeah, already had to go on Twisted Cyclone. It's a pretty good little RMC, to be honest with you. The airtime on that wave turn for the first drop was really good. I'm quite surprised at that, to be completely honest. But yeah, I had a thoroughly enjoyable time on there. So yeah, let's head over to Georgia Gold Rusher. It's going to take me a while because I want to call it Georgia Surfer. Georgia Gold Rusher is where I'm heading to next. So it's just gone 11 o'clock, well it's 11:10, so it's a little bit delayed, letting us through onto the main part of the park. Well yeah, I forgot to mention this is my first ever visit to Six Flags over Georgia, so let's see what it's like. I've not heard great things about the operations, to be completely honest with you. I've heard that it can be a bit hit and miss and stuff kind of closes quite a lot. So we'll see. As I said before, it's open 11 till 8, so I think that's plenty of time to get everything in. Yeah, really excited for Goliath, Superman, and I'm also excited to give this one a go. Georgia Gold Rusher. I think it'll be pretty good, to be honest with you. So yeah, let's head over to Georgia Gold Rusher. I think I can see it over there. I'll spin you around in a second so you can see it. Looks really cool. I've absolutely no idea how I get into it. I thought it was over here, but clearly not. That looks like the queue line just down there. So I'm going to follow that backwards. Which means it must. Guessing it's down there? That kind of looks like the entrance, doesn't it? Let's head over there. Let's go and get on Georgia Gold Rusher. Only opened this year. I can't believe how quiet it is. I thought that it would be absolutely packed down here with it only opening this year, but I've literally seen one person walk through the queue once it's not open, but fingers crossed. So I'll have to put you away. Unfortunately you can't film on ride here. You can tomorrow though, but more to come on that tomorrow. So yeah, see you after I get off. Tell you what, I did have some bad luck here. Flaming heck. Back in the US again. Another ride that I go to straight away, and it's not open yet. So you'll have to wait for my review of Georgia Gold Rusher. So my plan is always that I recommend whenever you come to a park is head to the back first. So I'm going to head all the way to the back. I think Superman's towards the back, so I'm going to go and tick that one off. Obviously I've ticked off Twisted Cyclone, not Twisted Colossus, Twisted Cyclone. So yeah, I'll go and tick off Superman. So probably see you at Superman next, unless Georgia Gold Rusher opens, but the guy said it's probably going to be 20 minutes, half an hour or so before they get it open, so yeah, see you at Superman. Oh, did not know there was a little train, but clearly there is. I'll do that at some point hopefully. And there's the world's first pretzel loop over there. That's where I'm headed to next, however I haven't seen it going round yet. We'll see. Hopefully this isn't a sign of things to come. So it still hasn't gone round since I've been waiting for that train to go past. That was a couple of minutes or so. Oh, this doesn't look good at all. There's not even anybody stood outside here. So I've got no idea whether it's open or not. I can't even see anybody doing anything. Oh no, the gate's shut. I was just going to praise Six Flags over Georgia as well for their operations this morning. I thought getting here at 10:30, like opening a few rides early. I know they get a lot of stick and things like that. I was really going to say, do you know what? I'm glad that I proved everybody wrong and it's been great so far. However, it hasn't. So hopefully they get that open because I really wanted to do that to the world's first pretzel loop. Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to try and do the Great American Scream Machine, I think it's called. I'm going to try and do that one next. That looks like it's open. There's at least people on the ride, so That's always a good sign. Look, this view from here looks absolutely awesome as well. Look at this. There you go. See it go past there. Oh, you won't. That's the brake run. But yeah, look how awesome this view is. Wow. See, this is what I don't get. So it's super quiet here, and the Great American Scream Machine is on 2 trains. But yet, some of the rides aren't even open. They could have everything on 1 train. Like, it's absolutely dead. But yeah, let's go and give this one a go. At least I'll get on a ride now. So the Great American Scream Machine opened here back in 1973. I'm expecting it to be fairly rough, a bit like the Grand National at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So hopefully I can get a non-wheel seat. But we'll wait and see. I'll see you when I get off for a full review. First ride on the Great American Scream Machine here at Six Flags over Georgia, and if there's one phrase I would use to describe that, it is don't judge a book by its cover. That was so much fun. I had 2 front row rides back to back because there's just nobody here. Wow, that was really, really fun. Not the smoothest coaster in the world, but not rough either. I thought it was going to be Grand National level rough, and it wasn't. Definitely wasn't. Yes, it could be paced a little bit better in terms of going after the first drop. It loses a lot of its pace going around that corner, but airtime on there was okay. It was pretty smooth, a little bit of shaky to it, but nothing more than you'd expect from a normal wooden coaster. I wouldn't say it was like hands up great or anything like that. It definitely needed to hold on for that extra comfort, but wow, considering it opened in 1973, that's really, really, really good. Like, really, really surprised me. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Also, some more good news. I've just seen Superman testing, so I'm going to head over there because that's just around the corner. And I've just seen people on Georgia Gold Rusher, so if that's not open, I'm going to head over there and go and give that a go. So, see you one of them 2 next. Gates are open. Looks promising. People walking up towards the station. Still not seen anybody go around on it yet. I'm actually quite excited for this one. Considering I did Tatsu earlier this year, only a couple of weeks ago, I'm excited to see how this one rides. I know I keep banging on about being the first pretzel loop, but I just think that's a really cool thing to tick off. So yeah, I'll see you when I get off of Superman, and I'll probably be walking over to Georgia Gold Rusher after this. Ultimate flight here at Six Flags over Georgia, and that's pretty good actually, considering it was one of the first flying coasters to open. As I said before, first pretzel loop in the world, which is pretty cool to tick off my bucket list. Yeah, pretty decent. Only 2 inversions, so much shorter layout than Tatsu at Magic Mountain, and I much preferred Tatsu. Pretzel loop was much bigger, forces are much better as well. But overall, pretty decent ride. So I'm heading to Georgia Gold Rusher now, just walking down there on the way to that one. I keep wanting to call it Georgia Surfer because that's what it was announced as, but it is actually an Intamin surf coaster. It's supposed to have been called Georgia Surfer, but actually called Georgia Gold Rusher. So let's go and give this one a go. I'm glad it's open, as this was the main reason that I came to this park, because I really wanted to test that. I know as well that the other week that the spinning wasn't working on the seats from a few sort of off-ride footage that I'd seen. It looks as if it's working, so whether it's working to its full potential or not, I don't know. But let's go on and give this one a go. back-to-back rides on Georgia Gold Rusher, not Georgia Surfer as I keep wanting to call it, and that was fabulous. Really, really, really good. Completely surprised me. Like, I was not expecting that at all. The airtime on there was brilliant, like really good. I was expecting it to be a bit like a Zamperla Disco. A lot of people compared it to that, but I really think that that's unfair to it, to be honest with you. It's so much better than a Zamperla Disco. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy a disco, but that was miles better. The airtime on there was really good. The spinning seats were really good as well. The water effect was brilliant, just enough to not get you absolutely soaked. Just a nice little sprinkle, which is perfect. And the spikes as well, they were really, really good. Nice and steep. And the angle of ascent and descent is brilliant as well. They're nice and steep, so it's not gradual. So you get a nice amount of hang time and air time at the top of them. It was really, really, really good. Probably give it a 7 or an 8 out of 10, to be honest with you. A couple of things that I think that they could improve on. One is the cycle is super short. You get like 1 or 2 full launches and that's it. Definitely needed to be a slightly longer cycle. And okay, it's not a problem on a day like today in terms of with how busy it is, because everything is walk on. But if that was busy and had a big queue, just being able to run that one train and not having kind of a turntable to be able to get lots of trains on the track and lots of throughput, I really think it would struggle. So I'm glad it's not very busy because I did enjoy that and I want to have another couple of goes on that later on. But overall, really, really surprised me. And yeah, absolutely brilliant. We definitely need some more of them in the world. I would love to see one with a turntable at a busier park because I think it would do really, really well. Yeah, definitely not one to miss if you end up coming here. So since I last spoke to you, I have had a go on Blue Hawk, I had got something to eat as well, and I've just jumped in the queue and done Goliath. So Blue Hawk first. Before I get into the review of Blue Hawk, I just want to say that the location for that and the Great American Screen Machine are absolutely fantastic. Like, they're really, really, really good. The setting for it is fantastic. It looks really, really picturesque. I wish that the coaster that was there was better. Great American Screen Machine I enjoyed, as I said before. But Blue Hawk was just awful, just really, really rough. So one of them old Vekoma style rides that just hurts all the way around, really head banging and yeah. So it reminds me a bit of an SLC, to be honest with you. But yeah, so that wasn't great. Hopefully they can kind of get rid of that. I heard in the station that the announcement said the new and improved Blue Hawk, so I don't know if they've done anything to it this year. I can't see anything online that suggests that they have, but apparently they've done something to improve it over the last few years. I think they should have just got rid of it and started again and put something a lot better in its place. Goliath was fantastic. I love a good B&M hypercoaster. That was really, really good fun. First drop's not that tall at all, but the bunny hills are really good, and that kind of turnaround section, I'll try and put a bit of footage in it if I can, was a proper grade out around there. That was really, really intense. Reminded me a little bit of Goliath, that Magic Mountain in terms of intensity. That was crazy intense, but yeah, just a really, really good fun ride. That's what I'd say about all the rides here so far, is that they're all good fun. None of them really absolutely stand out and are like, oh my god, blow me away. They're all just good fun, really. I'm going to go and do Daredevil Dive next, which looks really good. It's I forgot the name of it now. It's similar to Saw the Ride at Thorpe Park, so I'm going to go and give that a go. However, it doesn't have over-the-shoulder restraints. Gerstlauer Eurofighter, that's the coaster model I was looking for. Yes, it's a Gerstlauer Eurofighter, but it doesn't have over-the-shoulder restraints, it's just got lap bars, and I don't think I've done a Gerstlauer Eurofighter with just lap bars. So I'm intrigued to see how that one rides. I'm hoping it's going to be a bit more comfortable and a bit more on the smoother side, rather than coming off just feeling like I need to sort of go to the hospital and get my back repaired after riding some of the other ones. So yeah, I'll see when I get up there. I'm looking forward to doing that one. So I've just come off of Daredevil Dive, which is the Gerstlauer Eurofight here, opened back in 2011, and it's only 95 foot tall, but it packs quite a lot into that sort of footprint and just at that height. It's got 3 immersions, and it's actually it's almost a clone of Amusement the ride at Plopsaland in Belgium. The difference is that this starts with a vertical lift hill rather than a launch into a top hat, which is pretty cool. But I thought when I was like that I recognised the layout from somewhere. It felt very similar to something that I'd done before. And yeah, it was really good, especially with the lap bars rather than the over the shoulder restraints. Not the most comfortable in the world in terms of lap bars, but way more comfortable than the over shoulder restraints that Anubis and all the other sort of Eurofighters that I've done have. So yeah, a pretty decent ride. Operations on it weren't great, probably waited about 20 minutes or so. And you can't really complain if 20 minutes is the longest wait of the day. Yeah, pretty good ride really. Makes it much better having lap bar restraints and over shoulder restraints. The plan now is to head into Gotham City, go and explore that sort of area of the park because I haven't been there yet. I know there's a Batman the Ride, which I'm guessing is the standard Batman the Ride layout, so probably see you over there next. I think it's safe to say we won't be seeing another one of these style of rides. This is Kid Flash Cosmic Coaster, which opened in 2023, or closed in 2024. This looks a really weird kind of ride. The track, I don't know if you can see it, looks really strange. Never seen anything like it before, but yeah, I don't think we'll be seeing any more of them. I don't quite know why it closed in the end. I don't think they've actually said. My guess is it's probably to do with sort of maintenance costs or something like that. But yeah, it actually looks kind of a fun layout. I think it was a dueling coaster by the looks of it, so it would have been cool to get on that one, but not too bothered. It's only a little kiddie coaster, and I would say I think it's only open for less than a year. We definitely won't be seeing any more of these due to unreliability. Time to give this Batman the Ride a ride. This one opened back in 1997. Gets a lot of hate, this, in terms of from enthusiasts for just being a standard layout, and people kind of hate on it quite a lot. Me personally, I've done 2 of these now, the one at Six Flags Great Adventure and the one at Magic Mountain, and I thought both were really good, so I'm excited to go on this one again.
Boards up, everybody. Surfing USA starts in 15 minutes.
Give Riddler Mindbender a go. Classic Schwarzkopf. Opened here back in 1978, I think. If that's wrong, I'll correct myself when I give you a review. Looks a really long ride. Apparently it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It's longer than that. So yeah, just going to give it a go. Off Riddler Mindbender, which opened back in 1978. It's a Schwarzkopf looping coaster. That was absolutely brilliant. I was not expecting that. I don't know if I've actually done a Schwarzkopf before. I must have done a Schwarzkopf before, but that one was really good. 2 loops on there, just quite smooth, and yeah, I was quite surprised really. That's 2 old coasters now. This one and the Great American Scream Machine, that I thought would be really rough, and they really weren't. I believe this has had trains by B&M put on it, so maybe that's why. Maybe the old trains were really rough, but yeah, that was good. One coaster that was rough was a Batman the Ride, which you saw me do earlier on. Wow, that one is one of the worst ones I've done. The one at Six Flags Magic Mountain and Great Adventure, they were alright, they were pretty smooth, especially one at Magic Mountain. I really enjoyed that. But I did the front row on this one here, and wow, that was really rough, really headbanging and not very comfortable at all. It's weird how some of these have aged quite well and some of them have aged really poorly. So yeah, it just shows you that going on the same ride in different places can give you a vastly different experience, and it's worth giving it a go. So yeah, so I've done all of the major coasters here. There's an Arrow mine train, I think it's an Arrow, it's definitely a mine train, I'm pretty sure it's Arrow, it looks Arrow off ride to do, and I've saved the best till last. I've got a B&M stand-up coaster to do, great, which I absolutely hate because they're super uncomfortable, but a cred is a cred, so I'm going to go and do that one next, and then I'm going to have a go on Twisted Cyclone, because that should have warmed up. As I say, I was on about the second or the third ride earlier on, so it wasn't running that quickly. I'll also put some off-ride footage because I don't think I got any of that earlier on, so I'll capture some of that for you. Then I'll take off the Arrow mine train and go from there, really. It is just gone 3 o'clock, so I've got 5 hours left. Wow. Pretty much got everything that I wanted to get done today already, and I've only been here, just over 4 hours or so. So, yeah, really good day so far. I know it didn't start great, but it's picked up, and yeah, I'm quite surprised at this park. It's been decent, so I'll see you at the stand-up coaster next. Time to have a go on the Georgia Scorcher. Things I do for a credit. I absolutely hate B&M stand-up coasters. Oh, I hope this isn't too bad. It wasn't too bad, that one actually. Sat on the front row, which I think made a pretty big difference. Compared to Green Lantern, it was smooth actually. I wouldn't say it was the smoothest ride in the world, but compared to Green Lantern, it was smoother. Sort of tend to try and have a little bit of a bend in my knee when I do those ones, and it does make a world difference, and I was able to get that there rather than having a locked knee or too much bend. You just want just a tiny little bit in there. I think it's actually broken down. I'm just having a look over at it now, and it's there's a train in the station and a train just sat on the brake run, but they've not moved in probably 3 or 4 minutes. So yeah, did well to get on that one just then. I was going to go and do the log fleet, but it looks as if that's just closed as well. So my plan is to go and do Twisted Cyclone again, get some off-ride footage for that for you, which I think I mentioned earlier. Then go and do the Arrow mine train. It is an Arrow mine train. I said that earlier on. That I thought it was. It looked like one, and it is. Do that, and then I'm going to jump on the train and have a go around there, see if there's any unique views that I can get on there, and I'll put them in if I can. So I'll see you at Twisted Cyclone next. That ride is awesome. Really good. I'm really surprised at that. It's only 100 foot tall, and the amount of airtime you get on there is insane. You go down the first drop, you do a couple of inversions, one of them is like a turnaround section, and then that sort of outer bank, high five type element, I'll put a bit of off-ride footage in it for you just then. The amount of airtime you get on that, you're out of your seat from the minute that it rises all the way down to the minute that it finishes that element. Like, wow, it reminds me of a few elements on Steel Vengeance that does, because it just speechless. I don't know how to describe it. The only way to do it is to just come out here and give it a go. It is really good fun ride, and it's so much quicker than it was this morning. Like, a lot quicker, considering it's been going for what, 5.5, 6 hours or so. It's really flying around. I'm probably going to finish there as well, just to see how quickly that thing can go. But yeah, for a 100 foot tall RMC, it's really good. Just walking past Acrophobia. It's got no queue, so I thought I'd go and give this a go. It looks like some sort of drop tower. Let's see what it's like. If anybody was wondering what acrophobia means, there you go. I wonder how tall this is. I'll find out, I'll let you know. come off of acrophobia, wow. That's the best drop tower I've ever done by a country mile. That was so good. The force on there was incredible. It's 200 foot tall, so you go right to the top, and then when you're there, it just tilts you over ever so slightly so you're facing towards the ground. And the force was insane. Wow. Like, and the brakes hit really, really late. You really feel like you're going to hit the floor. Obviously, you've got no chance of doing that. But yeah, wow, that was insane. I come off that speechless. I do love a good drop tower, but it's very rare that I actually come off one being like, wow, that was absolutely incredible. Obviously, I did Lex Luthor last month, and that was miles better than Lex Luthor. Like, they're not even comparable, and Lex Luthor is another 100 foot taller than that, maybe even more than that. Yeah, I'm stunned. I did not expect it to be so good. I'm so glad I went on there. I was literally walking past it. I was like, oh, I wonder what this is. Could obviously see it from within the park. I didn't even know. I thought it might be an observation tower, judging by the way that the tower's set up in a circular motion. I saw it drop and was like, oh, I'll go and give that a go. I'm so glad I did. That was awesome. Really, really good. That show. I just put a little bit of highlights in there. I was literally walking down and there was a load of yellow tape on the floor, so I just asked the guy, I was like, what's going to happen here? He was like, a couple of minutes there'll be a kind of a water splish and splash type show. So I was like, cool. So I hung around there, went on the GoPro because can't get the Osmo Pocket wet, otherwise it'd break. So yeah, glad I had the GoPro with me. But yeah, that was awesome. Really, really good show. I got a little bit wet, being stood so close. But yeah, nothing too soaking, which I'm glad about. I don't like getting absolutely soaked. Don't mind a little bit, but I don't want to be absolutely soaked. But yeah, I just thought that was really awesome. Soundtrack was great. Costumes were brilliant. Actors in there were great. Dancing around, getting absolutely soaked. That was really, really, really good. I did not expect to see that today at Six Flags. Like, yeah, that was brilliant. I didn't even know Six Flags did parades, really. But yeah, that was really, really good. Well done, Six Flags. That was 10 out of 10. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Just watched that show, which was absolutely awesome, as I said previously. However, on a slightly down note and slightly bad news is it looks as if there's a storm that's kind of brewing or overhead. It's gone kind of dark and there's no actual rain or anything yet, but literally everything is closed. Superman is closed, Georgia Gold Rush is closed, the Arrow Mine Train's closed, basically every ride is closed. So I was going to do Justice League Battle for Metropolis, however I went to go and have a look at that and the queue in there must be an hour and a half, 2 hours, because I think everybody's gone there, and I think that might have closed as well. I don't know why that's closed because it's indoors, so you can definitely run. But yeah, there was a huge queue in there, so I'm not waiting 2 hours for Justice League Battle for Metropolis. I've done a couple of them, and they're not great. They're okay. It's just a nice air-conditioned building to cool off, and if it rains, to get you out of the rain. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do next. I'll have a wander around and see if anything's open, and if it is, I'll just jump on it. Hopefully the storm passes quickly. I was expecting a few storms this trip, to be honest with you anyway. There's meant to be 1 or 2 every day that I'm here, so just something to be aware of if you come out to kind of America late June, early July, is that there will be storms, and I get that they have to close the rides. Like I'm totally okay with that. I'm not kind of complaining at Six Flags. It's just frustrating because I'd like to do things, but I get that they have to do that health and safety and stuff like that. You can't be on a ride when there's thunderstorms and lightning going off. That would be absolutely crazy. It might be a fun experience, but it would be crazy. So yeah, so I'm not quite sure where we'll go. Hopefully it's a short weather delay, but I'll let you know. As I say, time now is literally just ticked to 5 o'clock, so we've got 3 hours left. So let's see where I end up next, and I'll let you know how long I've been waiting for this weather delay to pass. Good news, found a ride that's open. Let's go and give the Monster Mansion a go. Never done one of these before, but I'm guessing that it is going to be a bit like a ghost train. So let's see. So I was wrong, Monster Mansion wasn't a ghost train, it was a water dart ride, and it was actually really good. Got something funny to tell you in a second. But in terms of the theming and the animatronics in there, really good, way better than sort of Six Flags normally does. Like, it was brilliant, to be honest with you. I don't really know the story, but it's kind of a party to begin with, and then you see all the kind of nasty monsters, I guess. But yeah, that was really good fun. The funniest thing is that I joined the queue for that ride at, it was about 5:05ish, just after that. And then we got on the ride, and I waited about 3 or 4 minutes, got on there. It's taken 20 minutes to actually do the ride. We got stuck. Well, we didn't get stuck. There must have been a boat that was about 8 or 9 in front of us actually got stuck. And they hadn't realised, so they kept sending boats and everybody just backed up until we got right to the start of the ride, and then they were like, where are all these boats come from? So yeah, that was quite funny. Yeah, so we were stuck for about 20 minutes until we finally got freed. And there was a massive cheer when we did finally get freed. So yeah, that was really good fun. It looks as if all the rides have now reopened, which is good. I think I'm going to go and do Goliath, and I've just checked behind me actually, you might be able to see it in the background. The rapids have opened, it didn't look like they were going to open at all. I was going to do them earlier on. But yeah, I might do them actually. I'm going to have a quick look at people and see if they're absolutely drenched. I won't be doing it, but I might give that a go and then do Goliath, but we'll see. I want to do the rapids, but that is an absolute no for me, no chance. They got absolutely drenched then, like soaked. That was so funny. I'm so glad I got that on camera. There was a couple of boats beforehand that didn't really get that wet, but they got absolutely drenched. That was a huge wave that went in there. So I mean, I'm all for doing water rides, but it's warm. It's not that warm. Like, they will be soaked for a good 2 hours or so, even in this heat. So we're gonna go and give Pandemonium, I think it's called, next. See? Yeah, Pandemonium it's called. So I've done a couple of these now, a couple of these large scale frisbee style rides. The one that I remember doing the best was the Wonder Woman Lasso of Truth, I think it's called, at Six Flags Great Adventure. So I'm excited to do this, and there's also one of these coming to Blackpool next year. So I'll see you when I get off of this one. Just walking up to go and do the Arrow Mine Train. And just seen that the Joker's Funhouse Coaster has opened, so I'm going to do that one quickly. It's the last credit that I need, apart from the mine train, so yeah, might get 12 out of 12 here, which I didn't think I was going to get. $12 out of 12, I'm delighted with that. Did not think I was going to get 12 out of 12 today. Not because it's very busy, just purely because of the operations. So I'll give you a review of both of these when I get off. So I've just done the Joker's Funhouse coaster and the mine train. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it because I'll absolutely butcher it. Both of them were just decent family coasters, to be honest with you, and that gets me 12 out of 12, which I'm delighted with. Didn't actually get a chance to go on Pandemonium before, got in the queue, and then they had some technical problems, and I just thought I'd literally just jumped in the queue, so I might as well go and do something else. I think it was laid down for a little bit, so I'll probably do that towards the end of the day. I was quite surprised with I managed to get the Funhouse coaster. Talking to somebody that was on the ride with me, they were saying that this coaster is literally never open, and when it opens it probably gets 3 or 4 cycles and then it closes. So it closed the cycle after I got off, so there was one cycle before me, one more round, and then it closed after that, and it's like rolled back and ballied. So I don't quite know what's going on there, but it seems to be mega unreliable from what everybody said. So that's a pretty rare and pretty cool credit to get, so I'm happy with that. Plan now is to go to and do the train. That's the last thing I really want to do. I want to do the train once, because I've not done that yet. I also want to go and do Twisted Cyclone a couple more times, just because I think that's a really good ride. Maybe have another go on Goliath, and then I'd also like to do Pandemonium, providing that I can fit that in. It is just gone 6:30, so we've got an hour and a half left, so definitely get the train in. The station is opposite Twisted Cyclone, so the plan is to do the train and then do Twisted Cyclone a couple of times. And then we'll see, maybe hit Goliath on the way over towards Pandemonium and maybe finish off over there, but we'll see. So as you can see from those clouds over there, everything has gone down because a thunderstorm is coming. I've checked the app and it says around about 20 minutes, half an hour. It's now 7:05, so I'm going to head over to the train station just to see if the train's still going. I don't think it will, but we'll give that a try. I've also switched back onto the GoPro just because if it starts absolutely chucking it down, the Osmo Pocket will not like that. So yeah, plan is to go and do the train. I managed to get on Goliath before it closed. I saw the weather coming in, so I was like, I'm going to get on Goliath because I was over that way anyway. I was then next in line to do the Twisted Cyclone on the front row, which I'm kind of a bit gutted about because I really wanted to do that. But yeah, if I miss the train, it's not the end of the world. So that's where I'm going to head to next, and we'll see. We'll give that one a go. Okay, so I just asked in the train station what they thought was going to happen. The train was obviously closed, hence why I'm not on it. And they said that pretty much everything is going to be shut, like for at least half an hour or so. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to do, to be completely honest with you. I really wanted to do the train and I wanted to get a front row on Twisted Cyclone before the end of the day. However, if they're the only things that I miss, it's not the end of the world. And I'm in no way blaming Six Flags at all. Like, I totally get it. If it's going to absolutely chuck it down, there's going to be thunder and lightning, then they obviously can't operate the rides. Like, I totally get that. And I've got everything done I wanted to do. We've got all 12 coasters in. Yeah, I got on a couple of the flat rides I wanted to do as well. So yeah, not sure what to do. I'd say it's about 50 minutes until the park closes. Can't see them reopening for 10-15 minutes at the very end of the day. I don't know if you just saw that lightning flash then. So yeah, not sure whether I'm going to bail now or wait until later on and just see if stuff reopens, but we'll wait and see. So right now I'm heading to, there's a shop that I went in before and there was a mug in there that I wanted to get that I kind of, as I'm walking around, I just wander into shops, mainly to the air conditioning and to have a look and see what merch they've got. So yeah, I'm going to head to the shop now, go and grab that mug, because that gives me something to do, and then we'll sit rep and assess the situation once I've done that. So I've decided to call it a day here at Six Flags over Georgia. The weather's getting worse, not better. It's just gone 7:30, so I'm only missing out on half an hour. The one thing that I am kind of upset that I'm missing is the train, but I will be back here at some point, so I'll definitely get on that when I get back here. Overall, it's been a pretty good day, to be honest with you. Coming in here, I didn't really have many expectations. I'd heard sort of people talking about how bad the operations were and that there was loads of rides closed all the time. So to get 12 credits out of 12 is pretty good going. I got on a load of flat rides as well, multiple re-rides on everything that I really wanted to get on. So yeah, I thought I was going to have a Six Flags day as the meme goes, but I've had a very good day, to be honest with you. Overall, this park is pretty good and it is worth going to if you're over this way. I wouldn't say make an exception to come here in terms of don't plan a trip around here, just tag this on to do something. That's what I've done. My main reason for coming was Carowinds and Dollywood. So yeah, I've flown into Atlanta and it's worth a trip too. My three favourite rides, first one was the Drop Tower. which I can't remember. I keep wanting to call it arachnophobia, but that's not what it's called. That was absolutely phenomenal. Like, I really can't believe just how good that was. If you do decide to come here, make sure you do that because you won't regret it. The force on there was fantastic. The tilt was brilliant. Yeah, and to consider it was only 200 foot tall as well, I've done much bigger drop towers, but they've been nowhere near as good. So that was fantastic. Twisted Cyclone was also really good. Really impressed with how just such a short RMC is about 100 feet or so. Just how good and how punchy that layout was, and that the air time was fantastic. And then I'd probably say Goliath was probably my third favourite, which I'm quite surprised at. But again, airtime on there, the intensity on that sort of turnaround double helix is really good. Proper grey out. There's 2 rides here in America which I've greyed out. One's been Goliath at Six Flags Magic Mountain, and the other one's been Goliath here. They were really, both of them really good rides, and both really exceeded my expectations. So yeah, they're probably my top 3. Overall, I thought Georgia Gold Rush was decent as well. It's just good at what it does. It's better than a frisbee, not a frisbee, sorry, a disco, which people compare it to. But it doesn't get into kind of the top 3 rides here. Just a good addition, really. I'd say that's what they're missing. They're missing a real standout attraction. But overall, it's been a very good day. So that's it. That's part number 1 done. I've got Fun Spot Atlanta to do tomorrow, which I'm going there for Air Force 1. I'll spend a couple of days there. Sorry, fly just flew into my face. I'm spending a day there to get Air Force 1 done. I'll be spending probably about 5 or 6 hours there, basically marathoning that, if I'm being completely honest. And then heading up to Carowinds and Dollywood after that. So yeah, plenty more vlogs to come. If you have enjoyed this video, please make sure that you leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. I got loads of subscribers from the most recent American trip that I did. So I'm really hoping that I can start to build a decent subscriber base and film plenty more content for you guys. So please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment, let me know what your favourite ride here is at Six Flags Over Georgia is if you've been. And I'll see you tomorrow for Air Force 1 and Fun Spot Atlanta.